My hearty congratulations to you on your graduation, and thanks to your family and friends for supporting you. I hope you've really enjoyed your day and you'll look back on your time at Sheffield with pride. We're all immensely proud of you and the huge efforts you've made in both your academic and non-academic activities. Many of you have been involved in volunteering and work experience, union clubs and sports, and have made friends that will last for life. You can continue to make and enjoy friendship through the university's thriving Alumni Association, which has groups all over the world. They will help you keep in touch. This university was made possible by penny collections from the people of Sheffield and the generosity of individuals with a commitment to education. As you will have discovered in your time here, this university is more than just a collection of buildings. It's a community of dedicated and inspiring people. You're now part of that heritage, wherever you are, and your ambitions and successes are shared by all of us here who wish you the very best for your future.
This is a formal ceremony, but of course it's also a celebration, so we want everybody to enjoy themselves. Those receiving degrees and diplomas will come across the stage, be presented to me, collect their diplomas at the other side. We clap them individually, but feel free to cheer, jump, anything within reason. So I now declare open a congregation for the conferment of higher degrees and the presentation of graduates and diplomas. Please be seated.
Chancellor, I present to you the following candidates whom I certify as worthy to receive the degree of Master of Science in Engineering.
I admit each and every candidate now presented to me to the degree of Master of Science in Engineering. Thank you, Dr. Hand. Great effort. Nearly lunchtime, but there are one or two things I would like to say. The last 12 months have been a pretty grim one, really almost throughout the world. But there have been some bright spots, and one of them is this university, which has had a really very, very good year. We had a visit from the Queen to open the Transitional Neuroscience Institute, which was itself financed by a large donation. And we finished the year by being awarded the University of the Year Award with from the Times Higher Education Awards. Now, one tends to get a bit snooty about these awards, but my goodness, it's nice to get one. And these things are very important because it's important to you, as it's important to us, that the university keeps up its position as one of the top universities in the UK and one of the best recognised universities internationally. They're both important, but the latter point, international recognition, is becoming more and more important. After all, you're all moving into a world which is a fairly strange one, really. It's certainly a very uncertain one, with these vast trends towards digitalization, towards urbanization, towards migration. There are no really single language, single culture countries left anymore. And of course, towards being older. So to people my age, you're seriously important. The university's status, of course, depends on the qualities and culture of the university. But it depends more than anything on you. So those who have received their diplomas today and who've been presented, you are crucial to us, and we want you to succeed, and we will do everything we possibly can to help you succeed. I hope you'll all become active members of the alumni. This is a very good and powerful organisation. It's in 120 countries. And in the world I've just described, knowing that you'll receive a friendly reception from someone who you might not even know who's been to Sheffield is very, very important, because this is a world in which talent is crucial and one in which contacts globally are very, very important. So I hope you'll all make the most of it. It's got the additional merit of being completely free. All you need to do is keep up to date with your email addresses, and our orator today will be persecuting you to do that. The world you go into is a difficult one. I know you'll succeed. The university will continue to do well. I hope you've enjoyed being in Sheffield, because just as universities are competing, and just as you'll be competing for everything, so is the town. The town certainly enjoyed having you. And this is a university which has always been very close to its roots. Indeed, one of the reasons we got the Higher Education Award was that the university had remained true to its founding principles. The origins of the university were quite different to what it's become. It started off as a local venture by a mixture of very generous philanthropists, but also by collections which were widely taken in the steelworks and all the small businesses which comprised Sheffield at that time. Very small donations, pennies, but that raised around about £15 million in our money. And the university's always been an inclusive place. It's reached out to people, it's diverse, and though it's now a big international university, as you can see from your own presence here, it has remained true to those principles. That's why the Students' Union is a good one, and that's why it is a very popular university to come to. Now, this is the commercial. There are two reasons we like to be in the alumni. One is so that once you've paid off your debts and you're doing very well, we're very happy to receive small donations to the university. And even more so when 3 or 4 of you become multimillionaires in the next 2 years, we know where to find you. And I do hope that is actually what happens. The city has changed remarkably since the university started. It's now a mixed economy, whereas previously it was dominated by steel and engineering. Still got a rich engineering background. It's a city which has developed without a huge amount in the way of support from the government. It's been transformed physically and intellectually, if you like. And the presence of the university, the two universities in it, has played a massive part in that development. So I hope you'll remember when you leave Sheffield that that is the case. And I hope you speak well of us, because we want the city's reputation to grow as we want the university's reputation to grow. And that is something you could definitely do for us. Those of you who will stay in Sheffield, and I know one or two of you will be doing, do get involved, because this is a city which is on the brink of greater things, and we need every bit as much involvement in the running of the city and in its institutions as we can possibly get. So, the university, the city, you, all part of what goes to make up a great university. The other thing, of course, that goes to make up a great university is the majority of the people in the hall, the people who are here to support you, families, friends, children in some cases, who come here to share in your triumphs. And we want all you to feel part of the university. You've been very generous with your applause this afternoon, and in return, I think I will ask the graduates to rise, turn round and give you a rousing cheer, because even if you've done it once before, it's still worth doing, and it's an important piece of recognition. So up, round, and a really good applause for all those who are here. Good. Well, there are only two things to say. If by any chance your parents, friends and co aren't here, they can see it on the video, so that wasn't a waste of effort. It is a time for celebration, so I know that this is just a minor interruption in a day of celebrations, so I hope you go out and carry those on for the rest of the day. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. We stand as the procession leaves, and I now declare this congregation closed.